guys, welcome back. Today we're doing the 2024 plush collection. Whoop! And quite honestly, guys, this was probably one of the biggest achievements, was to make another plush collection. Didn't think I would even make it this far. I figured like back in like 2018, 2016, if you were to tell me, hey, you're going to have a plush collection that's like over 300 plushes for just FNAF, I'd be like, well, you're just insane. Who are you? But now, I believe you. Because it happened. So, we're going to start with the jumbos, obviously, and then we're going to just go on in game order, because that's easier. So, yeah. Let's get started. Alright, so to start off with the jumbos, we have FNAF 1. So we'll do Jumbo NECA Freddy head. Kind of holds back the curtain too, so that's also cool. Then we have Good Stuff Jumbo-ish Bonnie. It's just a slightly bigger Bonnie. Then we have this Good Stuff Chibi, kind of Jumbo Chica. I mean, it's bigger than the regular chibis that I have, so I consider it. Also, that guitar is just here because, yeah, it's not my guitar, it's just, yeah, it's just there. Then we have Jumbo Cupcake, not the official movie cupcake. I actually tried to get that today, but I could not find it in GameStop or Walmart. I'm pretty sure it was a GameStop exclusive, so yeah. So, yeah. Then we have Jumbo Foxy. I think this is the 16-inch Foxy. I'm gonna move these two, put Foxy right there, and then put these guys right there. There we go. Then we have, I guess this thing, it's like an Endo custom, missing a leg, has these weird arms. I'll probably redo it, like just redo the arms and legs, and then it'll be good. Then we have from FNAF World, Auto Chipper. I might redo him at the same time. Hey, that's the best he's gonna do. Yeah, I'll probably redo him though. Then we have Jumbo Lefty. Then we have Jumbo Vanny. And now that's all the ones that you saw as of last year. And unfortunately, I don't really have too many more to show you, but I do have one more, and it is Jumbo Moon. I did not get Jumbo Sun or the Eclipse plush, because those are expensive. You can like even these out. There we go. For those wondering why I bought him, I wanted to have a spare Jumbo, like not spare, but I wanted to have another Jumbo plush, since I kind of just haven't really had another one for a while, and I figured it would be a cool thing to have. Also, I got to close this closet door. There we go. So yeah, there's the Jumbos. As for future Jumbos, I might want to get maybe the Jumbo Freddy. I don't know, Jumbo Rockstar Freddy. I don't really know. Jumbos aren't really something that I look forward to getting. It's just like something that I'll get if I have extra money, or if it comes with a bunch of other plushes. I got the Lefty because I thought it was cool, like the Lefty mech, and I got Vanny because I had the money and I was at GameStop, so yeah. But actually, I think I do know one more Jumbo I'd probably get. It's probably the official movie cupcake, because that's pretty cool. So anyways, let's move on to FNAF 1. Alright, so to start off FNAF 1, we have this Scott Cawthon plush, or Anim Dude. I decided to just put him here because Scott Cawthon, Anim Dude. He looks, if I make an actual Scott Cawthon plush, that's just gonna be Anim Dude, but yeah. For now, he's Scott. So, yeah. Alright, so, to start off... Oh, wait, I forgot a few plushes. Alright, start off with the movie characters. But be aware, later on I'm going to show characters from the actual FNAF movie. These are just game accurate characters that I had made a long time ago, and then the movie came out and they were decently accurate except for Freddy, so yeah. I'll consider these are technically what the movie characters would be, but since the original 4 kind of don't change at all, I'm not counting them here. So yeah, I kind of just don't count them in the movies. Okay, so I'm just saying I have other customs for the FNAF movie. Also, that's brown marker from a custom that I made for this video, actually. So yeah, let's just... Okay, so we have movie Freddy, or game accurate Freddy. This was kind of like based off of the VR model, and it's got a movable mouth. Nom, 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 nom. It also has like this weird thing that you can do with the whites on the eyes, where you can just like kind of move them around for some reason. So yeah, put Freddy in this little gap right here. Then we'll have Chica. Chica's pretty good. It's hard to make a Chica plush, man. People complain about how bad Funko's Chica looks. It's not entirely easy. Then we have Bonnie. I'm pretty happy with like the purple color I got for here. Bonnie's feet and like the overall like lavenderish color looks pretty good. Next we have game accurate Foxy. So yeah, I think he's my favorite of the game accurate plushes, mainly because of his hook and his flippable eye patch, his movable mouth. They all have movable mouths, but I like his personally. And plus he's like the most accurate to all the pictures, so yeah. Next up, I guess we'll do the Sanshies. That's a pretty simple category because I only have 4 if you count the cupcake. We have Bonnie, Sanshi Bonnie. Then we have, gotta put Carl. We have Sanchi Chica with the removable cupcake. These are both the re-releases. I don't have the originals. He looks different, but overall she looks the same to me, at least, so yeah. Then of course we have Golden Freddy, which you guys saw in the first episode of my new series. By new series, I mean like since I rebooted the old series. It's the rebooted series, pretty much. But yeah, this one's pretty good, Sanshi. But I did end up replacing it, so yeah. Now let's go on to Funko and just like other random FNAF 1 merch, as well as customs. So I guess let's get the good stuff out of the way. We have Chibi Freddy, Chibi Chica, Chibi Bonnie, and Chibi Foxy. Yeah, I've got the entirety of the Chibi plushes. And then we have this little cupcake that I use for the Chibi Chica since it's equally as bad. Then we have, let's see, what else do we have? Let's start with like the Funko plushes now, I guess. We have, where's Freddy? Oh, that's who I forgot. Alright, so now we have Freddy. This is a new Freddy. I replaced my original Freddy, and he was turned into a custom. So yeah. Then we have Chica. She is the same Chica that I have had. We have Bonnie, once again, the same Bonnie that I've had and used in videos. Freddy's the only one that I've changed except for Foxy and Spring Bonnie, as of recent. Speaking of Foxy, we have Foxy. And then we have the new Foxy, which you can't really tell the difference, but it's the teeth. This one has a small tooth, this one has a big tooth. There's really no difference. but I still haven't gotten rid of my old Foxy because I don't have any custom ideas since I've Withered Foxy and Ignited Foxy, and 2, I don't really feel the need to customize him. He's also just like, he's an OG plush. I don't feel like customizing an OG plush. Then we have this thing, the X-Smart, no, not X-Smart, the VNK-VTL bootleg Foxy, which was I was actually going to turn that into Withered Foxy, but then I managed to find an official Foxy, so no. Then I guess we'll get the cupcakes out of the way. We have this cupcake made with a spare toy cupcake. Looks pretty good. And then this monstrosity, which should not exist. Anyways, let's move on to, I guess, the rest of the Golden Freddies. So we have original Golden Freddy, another original custom Golden Freddy, which this one looks better. It's got skinny legs and arms, but it's better than that. Then we have this man, the Funko Golden Freddy that I now use. I also forgot to mention that I replaced Sanchi Golden Freddy with the Funko one, but you know, I feel like I shouldn't have to say that since I said that he was replaced earlier. Then let's just do some customs. We have my original phone guy custom, which I actually remade, as you guys saw, and I'm selling this one soon, as along with this Endo custom. He's like Sanchi sized, but I might also sell them along with this Endo because I figured out that this is not very good. I don't really like this body style for Endos, so probably gonna redo it. It's pretty okay though. I don't really like the body style, but you know, I'll sell those 3 customs together for anybody that wants one. So yeah, those will be on my Mercari soon. However, there is one that I do like. It is the remake of Phone Guy, because I used a proper blue material. And it looks better than that. We have the new Phone Guy, which looks pretty good. And overall, I'm probably never gonna redo it because it's made with this very nice material, and overall just it works. So yeah, there's Phone Guy, the new one. So now we're going to move on to like the decapitated heads. Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. Anyways, we have decapitated Freddy keychain head, and then we have Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. They're all official Funko merch. Yeah. Then we have the Mimoji Happy Freddy, I guess. Is that expression happy? We have Happy Foxy. And then we have Angry Foxy. So yeah, those are the Mimoji heads and the Funko keychain heads. Then to end off FNAF 1, I'm so sorry for ending it off like this. We have old, crusty, ugly Freddy. Old, crusty, ugly Chica. Those things suck. I had a Bonnie and Foxy version, but I don't want to get those because nobody wants to see those. Anyways, that's all of FNAF 1, so we're gonna move on to FNAF 2. Alright, so now moving on to FNAF 2. Also, I forgot to say something. FNAF 1, what characters am I gonna make or buy? Well, I kind of have every FNAF character that there is to get from FNAF 1, but I might get the last 2 Sanchis, and I will obviously remake Endo. Now, let's move on to FNAF 2. Alright, so for FNAF 2, just start off, we have custom Toy Freddy that I made like 3 or 4 years ago. It used to be good, and that's the sad part. And now we have this Toy Freddy. It's a I think it's another 2016 Toy Freddy. It's not my original. My original is this Toy Freddy, which in my opinion looks a lot better. I mean, he's got like some weird stuff on his arm right here. I can probably get that off really quickly. Yep, I got it off. Okay, so I think this one is 2016, and that one seems like 2020, the 2020 release, because this one has bigger eyes and like a better hat. And actually, thanks to the 2021 2020 release, this man dropped a lot in price. So when I got the original, it was like $60, which is not that bad. Alright, so next off we have let's see, who do we start with? Grab these two. We have Toy Chica and Beakless Toy Chica, which is another custom that I made. I got a Toy Chica plush for my friend ZTT, which is also how I got that Toy Freddy and the cupcake to make that, and the extra Foxy and Golden Freddy, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, it is a pretty simple plush. I just cut off the beak, added a mouth, added the eyes, eyelids, the irises, I guess, and the teeth. Pretty simple plush, and honestly, it looks really cool. Then we have the cupcake, the infamous cupcake that nobody knows what it is anymore. They're like, oh, is it the cupcake from FNAF 2? Is it the cupcake from FNAF World? I say it's infamous, but it's not that infamous. It's just kind of there. Anyways, then we have Toy Bonnie, which, as you guys know, I did not have a Toy Bonnie in my last plush collection. A lot can happen over a year, and my friend ZTT gave me his Toy Bonnie. It's in good condition. It's soft-ish. It's not that soft. It's decently soft. So, yeah. So, as for, the Mangle or Toy Foxy, we have quite a few. We have Toy Foxy, Good Stuffed Mangle or Toy Foxy. It's still kind of, it's like in between Toy Foxy and Mangle. Then we have my custom Mangle, which looks alright. And then the official Walmart exclusive Mangle. Oh, also Walmart exclusive, GameStop exclusive, I believe. Hot Topic, Walmart. And yeah, that's all the exclusives for right now. And to end off the toys, we have the puppet. So yeah, pretty nice guy or girl. I haven't given them a voice or like personality yet, for obvious reasons. They're not in the series yet. But not much else to say. I do want to get the Hex Mangle and Hex Puppet, but Hex Mangle's like $100, and Hex Puppet's not a very good price either, so yeah. So next we have, I guess the Wizards? Yeah, the Wizards. We'll do Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, and then, you know, we have Withered Bonnie's face. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that behind him. He looks better without his face anyway. A new one we have, well, Withered Bonnie's a new one as well, but we have another new one. We have Withered Chica. So yeah, we got the wires hanging from her hands, and then we have the mouth, and then we have the bib and the withering, and overall pretty good custom. Honestly, I am a very big fan of my Withered Chica. And honestly, I kind of like it more than the X-Smart one. Then we have Withered Foxy, who I'm also a very big fan of. I did the hook very well on this character, I believe. And he overall, like, has the appearance of Withered Foxy. Not much else to say. Then we have Withered Golden Freddy, which I think this plush is alright, but I do kind of like the X-Smart one better. And then we have some extra Withereds. We have Withered Foxy made with a Rockstar Foxy, which is not that great. We have this bootleg Withered Bonnie. Unfortunately, it is not the X-Smart one. Fun fact, I got this Withered Bonnie because I saw a listing on Mercari, and I thought it came with an official Bonnie plush, and I needed a Bonnie plush for a custom, but it turns out it only came with this, which I don't hate this. This is alright. It's an extra little novelty item. Just an extra thing to buy. Then we have these Withereds. We've got Withered Shadow Freddy, Withered Golden Freddy Head, which is not that great, and Withered Shadow Freddy Head, which is alright. It's pretty good. It's better than the Withered Golden Freddy Head, at least. Then, to end this off, we have the Shadows. So we have Shadow Spring Bonnie, which is just Shadow Bonnie, so yeah. It's a Shadow Bonnie plush, but it's used as Shadow Spring Bonnie in my series. So yeah. Then we have Baby Shadow Freddy, or like Shadow Freddy from the past or something, I don't know. Then we have Shadow Freddy, another official plush that I'm very happy I got. Once again, got the little thread right there, but it's fine. He's still here though. We have my new Shadow Bonnie. I'm very happy with this plush. It is made with a Bonnie pattern, as of my old one was sold away to a friend. And I'm so happy that I got to remake one of my favorite characters. Honestly, I love Shadow Bonnie. I got to use the spare nose from an old Bonnie custom. He's got the eyes, the teeth, the bow tie. He does not have a cottontail like last time, but that's fine. And there he is. He fits perfectly with the rest of my FNAF 2 characters. Alright, so that is the end for FNAF 2. As for the characters that I want to make / buy, I want to buy the Hex Puppet and Hex Mangle. And I want to make, I also want to buy the X-Smart Global plushes, also the one of Fredbear, but that's not till later, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I also need to make Endo 2, not like the last one. I'm going to make it with the Ennard body style. I'm also going to remake him first, so yeah. So yeah, that's the entirety of FNAF 2, and now we'll move on to FNAF 3. Alright, so for FNAF 3, there's not a whole lot of characters, and so, you know, let's just get over with. So, we have this double of Springtrap, my original Springtrap plush that I will eventually retire once I find a suitable replacement. That is not a suitable replacement, it looks a little fat, so yeah. Then we have my Spring Bonnie, which I have found a suitable replacement for, this Spring Bonnie, which has a little bit of like dog slobber on it from like dog, which sucks, and has like this little hole in the cheek, but you know, I can fix that hole, and overall it's a softer, better looking Spring Bonnie. However, I never plan to get rid of that Spring Bonnie, as it is a birthday gift, and it was given to me a very long time ago. It also like solved the problem of this one's eyes being so far apart, and I used this one in the Christmas video. I don't even know if anybody noticed it was a different plush, similar to Foxy, but yeah. So I guess we'll do the rest of the Springtraps. We have this thing I'll probably throw away. We have this thing, which is pretty cool, this open mouth Springtrap. Then we have Game Accurate Springtrap, which is not Movie Springtrap because that's not a thing yet. He's got like the mouth under there. He has no eyes made because you'll never really see the eyes, and if you do, it's kind of hard to make eyes that look just like that. This was based off the basically Adam plush that he made a while back, and honestly, I really like my version, and his version is just as good, if not better. It's most likely just better, but you know, I think this is pretty good, and he spray painted his or something. I don't really know what he did, but I don't have spray paint, so pretty happy with this plush though. Looks pretty nice. So next we have Phantom Freddy. This is where my original Freddy went. He was turned into Phantom Freddy. He has a chopped off leg with the wires. He has these. He has these eyes, and overall he's just a markered up plush. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna like move this guy over to here so that the marker boys don't get stuff all over the official plushes. I'm also gonna use this thing as a safeguard for Shadow Freddy. And then you know what? I'll use Phantom Balloon Boy and my original Phantom Balloon Boy to guard Phantom Shadow Freddy as well, because yeah, I am very concerned. Even though there's literally 2 more plushes that could get marker on him, so yeah. Then we have Phantom Mangle. Pretty good custom, just a toy Foxy that I colored green, colored these gray, added these teeth and these eyes, and that's about it. Then we have game accurate Phantom Foxy, pretty cool, made with the bootleg Phantom Foxy. And then we have official Phantom Foxy, Target exclusive, that I got from my friends ETT. You know, these are Hot Topic exclusive, so yeah. Then we have Phantom Puppet to end it off. I don't have Phantom Chica, and I think that's the only Phantom I'm missing. Because, you know, Freddy, Chica, Foxy, Bonnie doesn't have one. Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Puppets, Mangle, Balloon Boy. Pretty sure there's only the 6 Phantoms, so yeah. There he is. Made with a puppet plush, except I covered the mask in green fleece because it's easier. Alright, so that's it for FNAF 3. Very short part of the collection. I do have a lot of duplicates though, like those 2 duplicates and that duplicate. Well, actually that's the duplicate, but still. So plushes I want to make for this: Corner Freddy, you know, the Freddy in the corner of the screen, Phantom Chica, and that's like Shadow Cupcake and Golden Cupcake. That's it, I think. So now let's move on to FNAF 4. Alright, so to start off with FNAF 4, first we have, I suppose we'll start off with the Crying Child. But you know, that's not the end of him. Because, you know, of course you got his head. Yeah, the Crying Child, that plush is bad, but this one is a lot better. So we got my new Crying Child plush, which is mostly like cubish. And I just realized that I forgot to show off my purple guy. And the fact of I don't know where my purple guy. Oh, I remember where my purple guy is. Found purple guy. So yeah, here he is. He's just purple guy. There he is. So anyways, that's the Crying Child. Now, of course, what would the Crying Child be without his friends? So, you know, we've got Fredbear, this cool little Fredbear plush I made. Very proud of it, even though it's hot glued, it still looks good. It's a little mini plush that looks really nice. But then, you know, we have this one, based on, like, the creepy VHS model. It's kind of accurate, I guess. It's alright. So, yeah. Made with my old Fredbear custom. And it honestly looks nice. And then finally, to end it off, we have the broken plush Foxy, because I've only seen one other person make a plush of this, and that was Pumpko Jacket, and he made his plush like same size as a Funko plush, which I don't blame him for, but you know, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a little mini one that's the same size as Fredbear here. So yeah, he's got the stuffing in his head, he's got the arms, the hook, and yeah, that's about it. I just kind of based it off of the 8-bit design, so yeah. Anyways, that's it for like the crying child and his plush toys. So we'll move on to the nightmares. So to start off, we have Nightmare Freddy, the one that I use now. And then we have a duplicate Nightmare Freddy, which he looks a little stupid, but he's still cool. Then we have, I need to find the other one. There's the other one. These two Freddle customs. This one's a little bit better than that one, but overall they're both not very good. I mean, they're alright. I'll probably make like a third one and sell all 3 of them together. But then I did get a mini Nightmare Freddy pattern from a bootleg keychain that was very accurate, so I'm going to use that pattern to make 3 brand new Freddles. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Now let's move on to Nightmare Bonnie, I guess. So first of all, we have this bootleg Gabe's World Nightmare Bonnie. I solely bought it because I wanted a Gabe's World Nightmare Bonnie again, since my old one I destroyed and tried to customize it because I'm stupid. Now I can't even find that plush. So yeah, there's Gabe's World's Nightmare Bonnie. Then we have the official one, which was like one of the first rare rare plushes I ever got. Almost said custom there, that's stupid. So then we have my custom Nightmare Chica, which I'm very proud of. It's made with a Chica pattern, but I modified it a little bit to give it the teeth. You know, she's got the eyes, the hair, the hole in the head, the bib, the withering. Overall looks very nice. And she fits in with the rest of the nightmares. So then we have this old custom Nightmare Cupcake. And the official Nightmare Cupcake that I got from ZTT once again. Once I can find he made a new channel. Once I find his new channel, I'll have to like link it in the description or in like a pinned comment or something. So yeah. Anyways, so next we have Nightmare Foxy. So we have my Nightmare Foxy, my original one from like back in like 2017 or something. I don't remember. 2016. I was very close. Then we have I had an extra Nightmare Foxy, and I don't have the pattern, but I was like, what am I going to use the pattern of Nightmare Foxy for? So I decided that I would turn him into open mouth Nightmare Foxy. So the plush is pretty basic. It's just I de-sewed the head, opened the mouth, sewn in the black, and then added a tongue, then sewed the head back on. His head's a little crooked now, but it's fine. I've only seen one other person make this as a plush, and that's Travis, and I'm pretty sure he threw that plush away, but I still have mine. So yeah. Then we have the Fredbears. We have Fredbear, or like fixed Nightmare Fredbear. Then we have my original Nightmare Fredbear. Terrible custom. Honestly, completely putrid. I'll either attempt to sell it, or more likely I'll throw it away. Then we have Nightmare Fredbear, the newest one. You remember my original one from the original plush collection was yellow like that, but this one is made with a gold fleece that I found in Joann's. So I'm pretty happy with this because it's overall very nice. It's got the brown accents, the teeth, the eyes, and overall just fits the nightmares a lot more than my original one did. I also did the stomach mouth like this because I was not concerned about making it look like this plush, even though this plush is very nice. This plush is really cool. It's just the fact of I tried last time to make this look like that. Didn't turn out too well, so I decided I would just stick with making it not that. I'm pretty sure that the nightmare is VNKVTL, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they still sell them, so if you want to go buy Nightmare, you can go do that. He's a pretty good plush. I would recommend him. Then we have Plush Trap, which I'm going to remake with a spring trap pattern instead of a mini Dreadbear pattern like I did with this. But you know, overall, I really do like this plush. I'm still going to sell it, but you know, I like it. It's got good quality control. It's small. You know, I like the fact that it's small, but it's just the fact of it doesn't really look like Plush Trap with its jaw being like this. So, and I know that I could just like redo the pattern so that it's not like that, but I feel like it's just easier to make a full-sized one with the spring trap pattern. If you're wondering why I don't just downsize a spring trap pattern, well, I don't really know how to do that. I'm not smart. Plus, I kind of want to buy the X Smart Frost Plush Trap, and that's like a full-sized plush, so yeah. I believe that is it for the non-Halloween characters. Well, actually, I might as well get these out of the way. We have the heads of the reversible heads of Nightmare Foxy and Nightmare Chica. Not really a whole lot to say about these plushes, other than the fact that this kind of confirms that if Funko made a Nightmare Chica, they would probably give it a blue eye. So, yeah. Not really much to say about them. They're just kind of there. I might buy Freddy and Bonnie soon. I tried to buy like the last of the customs and like regular plushes I plan on making and buying. So yeah. Then let's move on to Halloween time, because everybody loves Halloween. Unless of course you don't, which, you know, whatever you want to do. You don't have to like Halloween just because everybody else does. Me personally, I love Halloween. It's great. So we'll start off with my original customs. We have custom Jacko Bonnie, which, you know, for the time being, it wasn't that bad. And you know, this plush has still managed to hold up pretty well. It hasn't gotten any tears in it. It's decent. I think it still holds up. Then we have Jacko Chica, which I might finish eventually, but for now she just stays like that. Then we have, of course, the official ones. We have official Jacko Bonnie and official Jacko Chica. Pretty good plushes. I'm pretty glad that they got released. I'm only kind of upset that they don't look at all like those. They look like the twisted ones, but it's fine. So then we have Jacko Chica's pumpkin. It's a little small. I'll probably remake it, but it fits in the palm of her hand, so that's pretty cool. Then over here, like, I might as well fill out this little bit of space. We have Nightmare Mangle. Try to make her look like the original Mangle. And Nightmare On. Pretty happy with Nightmare On. Another custom that I remade since the last plush collection, along with Nightmare Fredbear. Most of my nightmares were just bad, like Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare On. So I had to remake a lot of them. But now they have these redesigns that I'm very proud of. Nightmare On has a custom body with a puppet head pattern. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's got the stripes on the fingers, unlike last time. Because last time that just made it feel very unfinished. We are at the 4th game, and we're so close to my shelf, it is crazy. Anyways, that is the end of FNAF 4. As for characters that I need to make / want to buy, also, I don't know if I ever said that I wanted to get Balloon Boy for FNAF 2 and make JJ, but yeah, that's what I want to do. Anyways, I want to get, well, there's no, like, I guess I want to get the last 2 reversible heads, but other than that, I have all the plushes I could buy for FNAF 4. Then I would, as for ones I'd make, probably Nightmare BB, remake Plush Trap. That's kind of it, because maybe remake the pumpkin, I guess. I'm pretty happy with my FNAF 4 collection overall, though. So yeah. I hope you guys, why was I about to do an outro when I still have so much? Anyways, on to FNAF World. FNAF World is one of my favorite games, however, I do not have much merch of it. Most of my time is spent making other plushes from other games, like FNAF 4, so I didn't really have time to make any more FNAF World plushes, so we have the same ones. We have, White Rabbit, Tangle, and Ghost Freddy. So, and then we have Auto Chipper back there, but yeah. So, as for ones that I will remake and do, pretty much all of the characters that aren't just like the adventure characters or just characters that already exist in adventure form. So like, you know, like Red Bear. I did throw away my original Red Bear, by the way, so yeah. So the ones I would make is probably Red Bear. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now. Bounce Pot, Flan, I guess. There's a lot of enemies and stuff that I want to make from FNAF World. I'll probably make like one of each, so that's kind of cool. So yeah. Now we'll move on to Sister Location. I do also want to remake White Rabbit and Ghost Freddy, maybe Tangle. Anyways, let's move on to Sister Location. Alright, so Sister Location, to start off, we actually do not have Circus Baby to start off with. We have Michael, made with a bootleg, keep in mind, bootleg, Dalco security guard plush. How do I know it's bootleg? It came without this. It has a weird scratchy material for the pants, which I know that that's not accurate to Dalco's plush, which is soft everywhere. Like, even on the clothes, it's supposed to be soft. And, well, it turned out to be a bootleg that I bought off Mercari for like 30 bucks, so now I'm mad. But I turned it into this plush, which it has a hole right here for... The stitching was so poor, it got a hole right here. That's how you know that this is not an official plush. So yeah, there's him. Then we have Scooped Michael, which is bad and needs to be redone. So yeah. Well, he's bad in terms of like my newer customs nowadays. I would sell him still, because he's alright. Then we have Circus Baby, you know, just to what people usually start off with. Then we have Funtime Freddy, I guess. And then let's go over all the Funtime Freddy and stuff that I have. So then we have Jump Scare Funtime Freddy. I'm very proud of this custom. It's got the wrinkles in the back. Back when I saw Froaky's jump scares, I was like, there's gotta be a way to get around that. No, there's not. It's just a gray Freddy head pattern with the faceplate split apart. It's got the teeth here. And yeah. Then we have 2 bonbons. Because, you know, for anybody that doesn't know, you know, when you're making Funtime Freddy customs, there's a lot of bonbons. Then we have Big Bon, very old bad plush. We got a seam here, and these eyes are made of paper. That is marker on paper. So yeah, there he is. Then let's move on to Funtime Foxy. So we have Funtime Foxy, my original, and then we have Jumpscare Funtime Foxy, which is sorry about that. Which this is made with a different gray because this was the first one that I ever made, the first jump scare, and I don't feel like redoing this jump scare honestly, because you'll like never see the jump scares. You guys saw the jump scare Funtime Foxy in one of my collab parts and in a plush music video, so yeah. Then we're gonna move over here with Ballora. So we have Ballora and Jump Scare Ballora, who I used tie-dye Bonnie eyes for this Ballora from an old Withered Bonnie custom that I made with a tie-dye Bonnie. It looks pretty alright. I mean, it's got the eyelashes, the weird face, and then the face plates, obviously. So, yeah. I will let you know that is the end of the jump scare customs, because I did not make Baby or Ennard, and Bulbit doesn't have that kind of jump scare, and I haven't even made a Biddy Bab plush, so yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to Ennard, I guess Ennard. So we have my Ennard, my original one, that I will continue to use in videos, and then we have Smith, as you know from Froakie. So yeah, here's Black Eye Ennard. He's pretty okay. I did not stuff the hats because make him different from that. Then we have the bonnets. We have, oh god, this bonnet. I'll probably like fix this up just to look good, I guess. Then we have this little mini bonnet that is just a keychain. It's pretty cool. Then we have bonnet, which another plush I got from ZTT along with that. And like, that's how I got the plushes for the jump scare characters. Then we have Yendo, who I need to remake. And then we have my two Lolbits. So this is the duplicate, and this is my original. I personally like this one a little more, like my original one more, because this one's a little crusty. Just a smidge. It's not that bad. To be fair, these plushes that ZTT gave me were kind of old. But you know, I don't really care because they're all prized possessions to me. Because a friend gave them to me. Also, I kind of need to move these over here. So, like, move the innards over here. I had to like clean up a little bit around the area. Could you believe that originally last year it took up to like FNAF VR to get right here? Anyways, sister location, the plushes that I want to get / make are remaking Yendo, buying Exotic Butter since that's the last sister location plush I have to make, and I guess make the rest of the jump scares, and remake him. But yeah, that's about it. So, on to, you know, we'll do like the recolors next, so that way they're not the first thing you see in the thumbnail. Alright, so next we have the recolors / Funko OCs. So we'll start off with the original set of Blacklights. So we have Pink Freddy, Blacklight Pink Freddy, so we'll stick him over here. We'll put like all the Blacklights and stuff over there. Then we have, let's see, where's the next Blacklight? This is frustrating. I guess I'll grab you to that plush. Sorry, it's taking me a quick second. Alright, so I guess here we go. We have Blue Freddy. We have 2 green Foxies. We have my original, who has a weird like crease in his nose. That's kind of bothering me, but whatever. And a stunt double from ZTT, aka, you know, duplicate. There we go. Oh, he has a cut in his ear, does he? Yes, he does. I guess that's an easy way to tell them apart. So yeah, there's those. Then we have Purple Foxy, which is a newer one. Then we have Blue Foxy, Green Cupcake. I was about to say Green Foxy because I'm dumb. Alright, so now we have the spring colorways because Funko said, oh, well, those worked, let's do more. So we have the spring colorway Freddy, spring colorway Blue Freddy. I'm saying wave, I think it's way, like spring color way, not wave. Spring colorway. Anyways, so we have the Purple Foxy. I don't feel the need to say spring colorway anymore because it's too long. It just takes up too much time. Green Foxy, Blue Foxy, Green Cupcake, and a duplicate of Green Cupcake because ZTT gave it to me. Similar to the reason why I have Green Foxy over there. Alright, so that's all of those recolors, but there's still more. So we'll start off with inverted Systemair Toy Bonnie. And then we have some bootlegs. That's the only inverted I have. So we have Glamrock Freddy, Blacklight Glamrock Monty, Blacklight Monty, Blacklight Roxanne, and Blacklight Glamrock Chica. Those are all bootlegs, by the way, if you couldn't tell. It's pretty easy to tell though, so I don't know. Let's see. We have the tie-dyes next. So we have tie-dye Frederick, which I got from ZTT. Then we have tie-dye Bonnie, which I actually got my other one from ZTT, but this one is one that I bought from GameStop. Where is Chica? There she is. We have Chica. Okay, then we have Foxy. You know, this guy. And then to end it off, we have... Oh, wait, no. We have Pre-Mangle, tie-dye Pre-Mangle, or tie-dye Toy Foxy. Then we have tie-dye Springtrap to end it off. Walmart exclusive. Once again, I haven't really been saying the exclusives. That's Walmart exclusive, so is that. And people used to think Lolbit was a Target exclusive, but he is not. And then there's Walmart exclusive, so... I think that's all of the new ones, besides, like, BB over there. The Phantom BB, that's Hot Topic exclusive. Online Hot Topic exclusive, by the way. So, yeah, I don't know if I actually told, that was Hot Topic. But, now you know. So that was the end of the recolors, I believe. But now time for the Funko OCs. So we have Balloon Freddy, Balloon Foxy. I think this was either Walmart or Hot Topic exclusive, Balloon Chica, and Clown Freddy that I got at Hot Topic when I went to the mall. he still has his tag. So that's the end of those guys. As for what I would probably get next, probably to finish off those, get the Christmas ones, inverteds, and the real Blacklight security breach wave. So yeah, if you're wondering why I got those bootlegs, it's because I got them for Christmas, and my parents my parents don't really know the difference between Amazon and real stuff, so, you know, I don't blame them. It was kind of like my fault for wanting expensive plushes. So, I believe that's the end of that. So now we're gonna move on to FNAF 6. Okay, so to start off with FNAF 6, we have Helpy, because you know he's the first character that you ever run into. Then we have, let's see, who else is there? I guess we'll move on to Trash in the Gang. So we have Pan Stan, Bucket Bob, Mr. Hugs, Mr. Can Do, and the man, the myth, the legend, wherever he is. Where is he? Oh no, is he missing? Oh, there he is. Number 1 crate. So yeah, that's the entirety of Trash in the Gang. Might redo some of them, but you know, overall, I love my Trash in the Gang. Then we have Mediocre Melodies. We have this Ned Bear, which I'm definitely gonna remake, because he's made with a Rockstar Freddy, and yeah. So then we have Orville Elephant, Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, and where is, oh, there he is, Pig Patch. So there they are. Then we have the Rockstars, pretty short category right here, because I only have the 2 official Rockstars. I have not remade my old customs of Rockstar Bonnie and Chica, so yeah. We have Rockstar Freddy, a duplicate Rockstar Foxy that ZGT gave me, and my Rockstar Foxy. I can tell which one's which because this one's softer and this one's star is a little cracked. You can't really see it on screen, but it is. Then to finish, like the ones that you buy off, we have Posh Pizzeria, which we have El Chip. I've yet to remake Music Man or Funtime Chica, so yeah. Then I think next we do the scraps. So we have Scrap Baby. Pretty proud of this custom, honestly. Then we have Broken Lefty, just a spare Lefty plush that ZTT gave to me that he originally turned into Broken Lefty. Let's see. No, that's Frost Bear. Oh, here he is. Molten Freddy. Pretty proud of this custom once again. Made with a Balloon Boy pattern for the body and a Freddy head pattern, because that's before I had Nightmare Freddy head patterns. Then we have Molten Scrap Bonbon. And then to finish it off, we have Lefty and Scrap Trap. Pretty good customs, I must admit. Then we have the prop characters, which I'll stick over there. So let me just move over there. I'm pretty sure I had one custom. Where There he is. Alright, so first of all, we have Egg Baby, the only custom. I plan to make a Prize King, maybe Gumball's Swivel Hands, and the Fruit Punch and Lemonade Clown. I don't know. Then we have Candy Cadet. Then we have another Candy Cadet. Might sell one, I don't know. Then we have Security Puppet. So yeah, those are the props. So yeah, that's the end of FNAF 6. Now on to, I guess, Pizza Sim? I don't really know where to go from here. Yeah, I guess Pizza Sim. Oh wait, no, Pizza Sim is the same thing as FNAF 6. What am I talking about? So I guess, what would I do here? Security breach, I guess, yeah. We're gonna add these guys, Springtrap and into the Pet Spring Bonnie, so they go right there. Change of plans, we'll do UCN first. Here's Fredbear. That's it. I also forgot to say the ones that I plan to make for FNAF 6, and I guess UCN now. UCN, I plan to make Dee Dee and Shadow Dee Dee. Well, I guess Dee Dee could be back there. And for FNAF 6, I'll remake Ned Bear. Make some of the prop characters, make Funtime Chica and Music Man, and Rockstar Bonnie and Chica, and that's about it. So, now let's move on to Security Breach, or whatever comes next. So, actually, up next will be FNAF VR, or aka Help Wanted 1, and its DLC, Curse of Dreadbear. So, we're starting off with glitch trap. So we have this custom glitch trap. Put them all the way over here. Then we have this bootleg glitch trap, which I gave it new teeth, whiskers, and eyes. Then we have this VNK VTL glitch trap, which I'm a very big fan of. I very much like this plush. Still might make another one though. Then we have Curse of Dreadbear DLC. We have this old Dreadbear custom, which will go all the way back there. Then we have Dreadbear. Then another Dreadbear. This is my Dreadbear. The other one's a stunt double by ZTT. Then we have Grim Foxy. Then we have this customized Grim Foxy with new eyes, teeth, and a hook. Then we have mini Dreadbears. 3 of them. Yeah, 3. I had 4, but I used one for a pattern to make plush trap. Then we have Captain Foxy. Then we have the glitch trap amalgamation glitches, and we also have this Vanny. There she is, missing a leg, but it's fine. We have this glitch, and this glitch. There they are. And to finish off Curse of Dreadbear DLC, over here we'll put my old Grim Foxy and old Dreadbear. They were decent customs for what they were, but they are no longer needed since I have these. Alright, so as for these, some new stuff I might want to make. I might remake that Vanny, might make another glitch trap. Other than that, for Help Wanted 1, I don't really have anything I want to make. Since I don't have any plushes for Help Wanted 2, I guess I'll say what I want to make from that right now. I want to make Carney, the Jacko Moon, broken down, shattered DJ Music Man, which will be a jumbo that will be back there next year, hopefully. And I guess the broken Music Men, but they already exist. And the little toy Transformer FNAF ripoffs, whatever they're called. Alright, So now time to move on to, I guess, Security Breach. Alright, so Security Breach, as everybody remembers, I didn't really have that much last year, and the same thing kind of still stands. I will also be including Ruin in here because I don't have that many Ruin plushes. I have like maybe one. That is literally how many I have. I have one. Anyways, we'll start over here with Glamrock Freddy. Then we have Upgrade Freddy. Then to finish off the Freddys, we have Shattered Freddy. I will probably make an updated version of that plush back there, and Ruin Freddy. So yeah. Then we have Roxanne. Let me find. We have Shattered Roxanne. Let's see what else. There's one of the other characters. So they're all behind me, so it's kind of hard to see. We have updated Roxanne with a tail and this hair and very nice eyes and the makeup and mouth, knee pads, all that stuff. The feet, because I want the characters to be different. Then we have Monty. Oh wait, I did forget one character. I forgot Ruin Roxy. This is literally the only Ruin character that I have. So I have like 4 different Roxys. So we have Monty, updated Monty with a soft plush. This is also with a soft plush. And where's Shattered Monty? He is so very... I just saw him is the problem too. Oh, here he is. Shattered Monty. Pretty big fan of this custom. I think I did a pretty good job. Then we have where's the original? Glamrock Chica and Shattered Chica. Not much else to say, it's just those two. Then we have Scratchy Vanny. Then we have this Vanny. And then we have this Vanny. That's 3 Vannies. I'm a very big fan of both of these customs. Then we have Burn Trap. Might remake him. Almost definitely I will remake him. Then for brand new official plushes, we have the Sun, or Sunrise, and Moondrop. And I do have a couple other Sun and Moon plushes. Let me go get. Now we have this Moon and this Sun, made by my friend Zani. Then we have this Moon. Looks a little dumb. And this Sun, which they're not great. These two were old customs that my friend ZTT bought and they gave to me. I tried my best to fix this one's face. This is actually the attempt at fixing it. The moon looks bad, the eyes look bad, the teeth look goofy. He just doesn't look like Moon anymore. He looks dumb, but that's fine. I believe that is it for Security Breach. As for the ones I want to make in the future, I want to make remake Burn Trap, the rest of the Ruin and Shattered characters, and updated characters. I also want to make DJ Music Man and the Blob. And as for Ruin, I want to make the Mimic, MXES, and yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, now I guess we'll move on to FNAF AR. Oh, I also want to make eclipse. So yeah, now on to FNAF AR. FNAF AR. Let's just get this started. So first we have Frost Bear. Then we have Custom Frost Bear. Then we have Big Shamrock Freddy, who I'll sit up there. Then we have Shamrock Freddy, who once again I'll sit up all the Shamrock Freddys up there. I say all because I have a lot. I have too many Shamrock Freddys. You could say that it's become an addiction, except for the fact that I really didn't like purchase many of these. Also, here's Monty's legs. So then we have this bootleg VNK VTL Shamrock Freddy. Then this Shamrock Freddy, the same one that I got 2 of them for my birthday. Then I got another official Shamrock Freddy. And then I'm pretty sure I have another one. Oh wait, no, that's right, I threw that one away. But still, that's like 5. Alright, so now I guess we'll move on to the Easter ones. We have Easter Bonnie. Once again, sit them up there. Then we have an Easter Bonnie customized that I got from ZTT once again. Then we have Chocolate Bonnie. Then we have, once again, where's Chocolate Bonnie again? We have this Chocolate Bonnie, which, as I said in my Christmas, like last year's Christmas haul, that he needs help. I still have no ideas for him, but I'll think of something eventually. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. I sold a duplicate Candy Freddy and Chocolate Bonnie, so that's cool. Now on to like the system error characters, I guess. I forget the Arcade Mayhem characters. Yeah, there we go. I want to start off with VR Toy Freddy. Then we have System Error Toy Bonnie. Then we have a duplicate. Then we have Livewire Toy Freddy. I guess I should have put that in with VR Toy Freddy, but still. Then we have High Score Toy Chica. Move the sun. Then we have High Score Toy Chica's duplicate. Then we have Attack Mode High Score Toy Chica, which was made with a spare High Score Toy Chica I had. It's an okay plush, I don't hate it. And I have yet to make 8-Bit Baby, so yeah. Now I guess we'll move on to the Toxic event, whatever that one was called. Something Wasteland, I don't know. Radioactive Foxy, who people sometimes call Toxic Foxy on accident, I understand. And then Toxic Springtrap. Very much love that custom. Then I'm pretty sure it was the 4th of July event, to which we have Liberty Chica, and it's a duplicate. Actually, I think that's the duplicate, but still, you know, there they are. Then we have this old Firework Freddy. And then I sold my old Firework Freddy custom and got this from Party Time. I'm actually pretty happy that I got it from Red Party Time. There he is. Oh, you're not supposed to see it. I guess Sizzling Summers was next, I think. Also, here's a spare live wire. Sizzling Summers was next, I think. So we have the Flamethrower Endo Man. I haven't remade any of the other ones yet. I don't think. So that's it for FNAF AR as of right now. Well, for the Sizzling Summers event, I mean. I have not made Flaming Springtrap or Roller Baby or Scorching Chica. So yeah. Then we have like the Woodlands event, I think. Because I don't have anything from the Circus event. We have the Woodland BB and Swamp BB and Woodland Toy Freddy. Not made Boulder Toy Bonnie yet. I guess we'll put Candy Freddy in here. Or Chocolate Freddy. He's technically Chocolate Freddy, so I guess. Then we have Frostbite BB. I'm going to buy the Frost Plush Trap bootleg. And I have not made Black Ice Frost Bear or Arctic Ballora yet, because I've had my eyes on bigger priorities than skins in FNAF AR. Which is exactly why I have not made any from the water event or anything like that. We have AR Plush Trap though. Yes, I still have the AR Plush Trap custom, and I don't plan on getting rid of it. Also, here is another UC on Fredbear. Because, yeah. Then we have Melted Chocolate Bonnie. I have not bought the new Blackheart Bonnie, and I have not made Heartsick Baby. Then I think this is the last AR plush. We have Grayscape Golden Freddy. Alright, so that is the end of FNAF AR. Characters that I want to make. The rest of the skins. Characters I want to buy. All of the ones that XSmart and VNKVTL are making. Because it's easy to buy those. Anyways, we'll move on to something next. The books, I think. Alright, so let's start off with the original trilogy of books. First off, we have the Silver Eyes Spring Bonnie, based on a custom Travis made back in like the beginning of the year. Then we have Twisted Freddy, Twisted Bonnie. These customs are not good. Twisted Foxy, because like looking around for Twisted Chica. There she is. Twisted Chica. Custom Theodore. And let's see, where is the last one? Here he is. Twisted Wolf. Now these customs are not good, so thankfully, thanks to once again my friend ZTT, I have Twisted Freddy and a duplicate. Twisted Bonnie. I have a bootleg Twisted Chica. The official Twisted Chica. Twisted Foxy. Twisted Wolf. Theodore. And Stanley. There we go. Then we have Twisted Golden Freddy, which I know is technically not a real thing, but what can you do with it? It looks good, though. It's made with a Twisted Freddy that I colored in yellow. I added the bubbles with little green pieces of felt. Overall, looks very nice. And then to finish off the original trilogy, we have the spring, the monochrome Freddy from Fourth Closet. I was trying to think of the book name. I was gonna say Fourth Closet Funtime Freddy, but I couldn't remember the name of the book. I do believe I have one more character. He's technically not from the books, but he's very highly based off of it. It was an old custom of... Oh, also, here's a custom Stanley. I forgot about that. It was a custom of Scorch from Travis's series, but it appears that I've either thrown him away or done something else with him. I don't know where he is. He's just like gone. Also, I furnished Chica, or whatever her name was, from the log book. The reason that she's not that great, she's made with good stuff Chica, the reason she's not that great is because I really didn't care about this character. I wanted to get her done because I had a good stuff Chica I didn't want anymore. She is not great, but she's an existing character that was made into a plush, so yeah. Now is on to, I think, fan games? Fan games, and then I'll probably do OCs. So yeah. Also, as for the things I want to make from the books, like these books. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the actually, well, let me do Fazbear Frights first. What am I doing? Alright, so first off we have Into the Pit Spring Bonnie, put him right next to the other Spring Bonnie. Then we have this county. Then we have this county. Then I know he was, like, never mentioned in the book. We don't even know if this character actually exists. But, my friend ZTT, once again, gave me an old custom Bonbon character that he made. Not really a character, he just kind of tried to make Bonbon more accurate. And I said, you know what, this looks like it would be Count the Way Funtime Freddy's Bonbon, so yeah. So yeah, there they are. Then we have Plush Trap Chaser. He looks alright. Pretty good. I redid this bit of green so that way he can actually, like, and I redid his legs and arms so that way you can actually, like, he looks better. He just looks better. So yeah. We also have Millie. I really don't care about the order that I do these in because I have a lot of them. And I don't think anybody, quite frankly, cares about half these characters anyway, so yeah. Let's see here. We have Coils the Birthday Clown. It took me a long time to make this plush, and then only to realize that this is not what Coils looks like at all. He has an afro, and he looks weird. I kind of hate the new design for Coils, and I would rather keep that. Let's see here. What else do we have? As for books, okay. Stitch Wraith, which is a custom I plan to sell. I plan to sell these customs, like all of them, as a giant lot, except for that Bonbon, because I'm a fan of that Bonbon. Maybe not Lonely Freddy as well, and definitely not Felix, because I'm a very big fan of this Felix plush, and I'm very glad I made this. Somebody actually asked me to make them a Felix plush, so I made them a Felix plush, and then they didn't respond to me after that. So, I get a free Felix. That's pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of this plush. I love sharks. He also kind of looks like Finn from, not Travis's series, Froaky's series. So that's kind of cool. I know I have more Fazbear Frights characters. I could have sworn I did. Maybe they are here. Oh, here's Shamrock Freddy, by the way. I could have sworn I had more. I guess not. Okay. So yeah, as for that, as for the books, all I really want to make is the rest of the Fazbear Frights. So yeah, now let's get on to fan games. Alright, fan games. First of all, we have the Fanverse characters. We have Candy, Pop Goes. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had this. Thanks to ZTT once again, I have 2 Pop Goes. And Blake. These characters are not very, I never touch these characters, because I don't have anything else to do with them. Also, I do plan to make more characters from these games. I just haven't yet, because I'm lazy. I also threw away, like, the old Candy custom. Like, not an old custom of Candy, but, you know, old Candy from Five Nights at Candy's. You know what I mean. So, yeah. Then we have Igniteds. We have Ignited Freddy. I know that these technically are outdated character designs, but I don't care. Because overall, the new designs that are more like humanoid and gross looking just kind of suck, in my opinion. It's an opinion. I'm sorry if you get offended by that. I'm not the biggest fan of the organic look behind the new Ignited characters. Then we have Ignited Foxy. And I did make Bonnie. Where is Bonnie? Is he all the way back there? Oh, yep, he was. Okay, so then we have Ignited Bonnie. Very big fan of this custom as well. Then we have some very old customs of Creation. And then the Endos. Then we have this Endo. That's all of them. I had another one of the 4 Endos, but he's gone now. So that's all for the Fanverse, I'm pretty sure. Fazbear Fanverse, so yeah. Then for another fan game, we have Paul Bear. I like this little custom. He's a cool little guy. I do plan to make the rest of the juniors characters. They're just not my top priority, which, you know, I'm sure is understood. And then this guy from Final Nights. He's Bonnie. I forgot his name. How could I forget his name? It was Burnt Bonnie, yeah. Then we have, I think that's it for the fan games. That's it for all the ones I know. Oh, wait, there's one more. There's one more, and I'm not happy about covering it, because I know that this is gonna get some sort of hate comment or something, because I made this character like 2 years ago. The Havoc puppet from Dormetabus. I'm not getting into the drama of the Havoc puppet situation, like the whole situation with Dormetabus as a whole. This custom will probably be trashed, and I don't even want to put him in. I know, from what I've heard, the series is taken over by somebody new, I think, or something else happened. Please enlighten me on what happened. But for now, he's not going to be in this plush collection, nor is he going to be in the thumbnail, because I don't want to cause any problems. There's already like enough controversy on the whole thing as it is, and I don't really know a whole lot about it, so I'm not gonna poke my nose in the situation. Because I make goofy little plush videos, and I don't want people to be like, oh, you're supporting a bad person. No, I'm not. So as of now, he is not going to be in this plush collection. Alright, thank you. Now, back to the video. As for the Fazbear Fanverse and like fan games as a whole. I'm definitely gonna make more customs from those. The Joy of Creation, Juniors, and a couple other fan games. Maybe Dormitibus, depending on what's going on with that. Maybe Dormitibus. Very strong maybe. Okay. Alright, so now let's move on to other original characters and stuff. Alright, final stretch, original characters. We're gonna go in the order of what games these characters are based off of. So this one is an inside joke. Nobody else will get this one, so I'm gonna explain it. I made this today, by the way. So a very long time ago, one of my friends, Freddy and Friends Adventures, aka FNAF God on Discord, sent me this thing, put a picture on screen, of a Roblox avatar thing that was Bonnie, but it looked so bad. He had a giant jaw, weird ears and eyes, and just overall looked uncanny. And she asked me to make a plush of that character. And I was like, you know what, sure, I'll make it. So I made this. I hope that you like this. I'm so sorry that you had to wait all the way till the end to see it though. So yeah, there's Blomby. That's the name that I've given him, Blomby. So yeah. So now we'll go on to FNAF 2. We have Shadow Toy Chica, a character that I kind of made up, but I made up the design, but I'm sure there's designs out there of it. Shadow Foxy. This material is a pain in my butt, and it keeps de-sewing itself, so I'm probably gonna remake Shadow Foxy with better material. Probably gonna make these parts lighter purple and just make him entirely dark purple instead of this weird purple color. But for the most part, the design will stay the same. Now we have Withered Toy Freddy and Withered Toy Bonnie, made with my original bootleg Toy Bonnie. Those plushes are pretty nice. Might make Chica and Mangle as well. Maybe the puppet, I don't know. But yeah, I won't be buying plushes to make those. So yeah. Then we have, as a combination of FNAF 2 and FNAF 6, a more recent custom, we have Withered Orville, based on not official, but fan models of Withered Orville. It's got the pants, the feet, the hands, the withering, the teeth, the missing ear, and the eyes. I mean, I just based this plush off the ones where he looks like Withered Foxy. And I also gave him holes on the trunk, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, there's Withered Orville. So him and Blomby are very new customs. I actually made those today. Pretty happy with them. Sorry that this video took so long to make, by the way. Oh, also, I found Fetch from the books. Then this, I don't really know if this is an original character per se. Well, it is, but it's I don't know. Makeship's Bon. So yeah, there he is. Then we have the Corrupteds. We have Corrupted Bonnie, Corrupted Foxy, Corrupted Puppet, and Corrupted Chica. I have yet to make Freddy. I will make him eventually. So yeah. Then we have a FNAF 3 and sister location combination. We have Sprennard. My own take on Sprennard. I'll probably remake him, honestly, because he's not that great. And then we have another OC of mine, Molten Freddy Jr. Goofy little guy. Then we have Paranormal Springtrap, which I will definitely remake. I'm a very big fan of the neck, though. Then we have Malbear, aka Glitch Freddy. And the Dawko It's Spreading Glitch Trap thing. It's alright. Then we have Golden Bounce Pot from a fan game. FNAF World Simulator. Now the rest of them are, I believe, are OCs made by either me or my friends. So, oh wait, you know what? We'll get this last one out of the way. As for, like, the original characters, I can't really say which ones I plan to make next, or, like, which ones I want to make, because there's just so many. You could go into Google Images, type FNAF OC, and find, like, 30 billion of them. So, yeah, now I guess we'll move on to, like, the one FNAF movie custom I have. Alright, so for the one FNAF movie custom I have, we have Torture Freddy, which is a little different from how most people make theirs. I actually made a stand for it. The stand, for the most part, is made of cardboard, with this actually being plush that has wire in it so it can bend. So yeah, there's that. Then we have right here, connected by chains, we have this Freddy pattern head with gears in the ears. Those are like button gears that I found at Walmart. A Freddy nose, the tape, which I like this little detail of how I like did the tape peeling. And then we have on the back, we have the saws and the eye and the other gear, because there is a gear right there. It's a little simplified in the back, but you know, there's not a whole lot you can do, and there's so much detail in the back of it. But yeah, as for the FNAF movie characters, I plan to make Sparky, Golden Freddy, Spring Bonnie, and the Shadow Freddy, I guess. That's about it, because like those guys right back there are what I plan to use for the FNAF movie characters. So yeah. Now we'll move on to like OCs made by me and my friends, but first, Vanny's knife. So yeah, I also forgot this parrot plush. So yeah, there we go. Alright, to end it off, we have OCs of my friends and like characters that we've all created. Alright, so I guess we'll get my friends out of the way. First of all, we have my friend Lolbit, made with a Funtime Foxy plush that I found for cheap. We have my friend Bendy Fan that I made with a Bonnie plush, once again, found for a pretty cheap price. My friend Goldie, once again, I made with a Bonnie plush for a decently cheap price. My friend Funtime 50 made with a Funtime Freddy spare that I had. My friend Mike Fazbear made with a spare pastel colored pink Freddy I had. Funtime 50, who is not my friend I wish he was, but he's just made with a Yoshi plush. I count him, but not my friend Jay, because my friend Jay doesn't even do FNAF videos anymore. I mean, he doesn't either, but at least his character kind of fits the whole FNAF thing, being a fun time and all that. So next we have my friend CJ, just made with a Bonnie pattern, just a blue and purple bunny with 2 different eyes. Then we have my friend Drifty, aka Frosty on YouTube. He's just an old Shadow Bonnie custom. He's got a white hat, white bow tie, 2 buttons, eyes, and teeth. obviously. Then we have this character made by ZTT. It's really all I have to represent ZTT right now. It's like a villain character, like using his original OC, but he has a new OC now, so I'll be making that OC, and yeah, so I also have to make my friend FNAF World, ZTT, and a couple of others, so yeah. And then my most recent friend, Fetch Entertainment, made entirely from scratch with no pattern, and overall I really like this custom. Got the dog mask, like the little nose that I got, the shoes, the feet, the hands, the bow tie, the buttons. Pretty good plush overall. And then, you know, what would the plush collection be without yours truly? So I guess before I put myself there, then we have one of my friend's original characters. It was my friend Big Head FNAF Boy's original character. Then we have some OCs made by me and some friends, like everybody. Well, let me just show off the rest of these OCs. We have Todd. We have Zeke or Zach, I can't remember what I called him. Then we have another one of ZTT's OCs. We have Zia. Pretty basic little plush there, made with my original Radioactive Foxy. Then we have Golden Fred. Love that little name. Then we have Biscuit. Everybody loves Biscuit, right? We all come for a Biscuit, right? That's why you guys watch my videos, to see if he's in the video. So yeah, that's my impression of him. I'm not going to be counting like the OCs that pretty much have nothing to do with FNAF, like the Stone Golem and, oh god, like the Mimic creature from the firework video. Then we have this thing, and this thing, which was supposed to be me and my friends combined into one thing. I don't know why I made this. Now we have a couple of OCs of my character. We've got Count the Ways Me and Withered Me. Then, to end off this video, we have characters that I made for a new little series that I've been working on. You guys remember that trailer from like 2 years ago with those with the Wyatt.exe character? Well, that's going to be in production soon. The only difference is Wyatt.exe looks different, and boyfriend and girlfriend are instead Goldie and CJ. They are not boyfriend and girlfriend in real life. I need to clarify that. They're just friends, but you know, I have no friends that are girls, pretty much. I have FNAF God, but her character is Sanchi Freddy, and that doesn't really work. Not that I need like an overtly feminine character, it's more just like, I can't just use Freddy, people will get confused. So yeah. Now we'll just move on to the characters that I've made for this. We'll go in order. So we have also Fetch, my good friend Fetch Entertainment helped me design most of these, except for like the meme characters. Well, actually, he only helped me design one of the characters that I've turned into plushes. But since I met him and I have been working on this thing, he has made a lot of them into drawings, but I have yet to make the plushes. Just to clarify, he's not lazy. He didn't just make one drawing and I made the rest. But I am showing off the one that he made first. The first one he made was the Were-Rabbit, which I am a very big fan of. This is using the original, like, Wyatt.exe Xenophane's custom, covering it in a new fabric, and then just pretty much completely remaking the character. I gave him overalls because that's what the drawing called for. Overalls, which I think the overalls look good. Then we have Sunky and Wyote. So this is Wonky, I guess, I don't know. Then we have the me as the Burning Sonic from the Sonic.exe FNAF mod. Pretty good. I used like a skeleton foot for this. He looks pretty good. Then we have a character that is no longer going to be in it, Faker Wyatt, because this is remade. Actually, because I actually told Fetch, hey, you can have this character, and your character can be Faker. So yeah. So then we have two more characters. We have the updated version of GamerKid as Tails Doll. And then we have the soulless version of GamerKid as Tails Doll. With like the double mouth and then the claws. The Springtrap World logo on the hat. Pretty good plushes. Then, to end it all off, we have me. And that is the entire plush collection. Keep in mind, I started sitting these on top of each other. If it wasn't for me doing that, this plush collection would have easily gotten to like right here, right at my shelf. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I certainly did. There are a few more customs like up in here, like this DD custom, and this old sunken Toy Bonnie custom. But I personally hate these customs. I want to burn them someday, and I just don't think they look good. So yeah, just keep in mind that these are very old, and so they're not going to be on this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did. Now I need to go clean all of this up. And it's crazy that we're almost at 500 subs. Thank you all so much. I'm so happy to be at 500. Well, I say that, but I'm not at 500 yet, but thank you all. I'm so glad to have reached any sort of milestone in the entirety of my YouTube career. And here's to another good year. As for all the characters that I plan to make, Jumbo's, DJ Music Man, Withered DJ Music Man, or like the Shattered one, Blob, and the Afton Amalgamation. The Afton Amalgamation, I plan to be giant, like maybe up to like where that guitar ends, like him standing up. Then, I plan to make the rest of the ones for the Sonic.exe video, the rest of my friends, and all the characters that I miss, that I don't have in my collection yet. I am also so very close to completing the entirety of the FNAF collection that is not Jumbo's. So I'm really hoping to do that. And thank you guys for 500 subscribers. I'm so glad to have made it this far, and I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Honestly, thank you everybody. Have a happy new year. I'll see you guys in the next video. I have some cool videos planned in this future. Peace.